Most people, they're not failing because they're lazy, untalented, or cursed with, bad luck. They're failing because opportunities keep showing up disguised as inconvenience. The risk embarrassment, the extra work, or the uncertainty. And instead of grabbing them, they hesitate just long enough for someone else to take them. And that business idea you had but never started, somebody else launched it. That skill you wanted to learn, somebody else became great at it while you kept watching motivational videos. And this is a motivational video. Don't stop watching me, though. As a matter of fact, subscribe. And that person you wanted to talk to, that application you wanted to send, and that side hustle you wanted to try, that investment you wanted to make. And that chance you thought about every night about before bed but never acted on. The world rewards action, not potential. And every year, millions of people slowly convince themselves that waiting is somehow smarter than moving. And the truth is brutal. Opportunities rarely arrive while flashing lights and perfect timing, and most of the time arrive when you feel unprepared. They showed up when your confidence is low, your schedule's busy, your money's tight, or your fear is loud. And that's why so many people miss them. They think success begins with certainty, but success usually begins with movement before certainty exists. Think about how many people stay stuck in jobs they hate because the idea of change feels dangerous. They tell themselves they'll start applying next month, next year, after the holiday, after they saved more money, after life becomes less stressful. But life never becomes less stressful by itself. There will always be bills, responsibility, problems, and distractions and doubts. Now, the people who actually change their lives are not the people who with perfect conditions. They're the people who decide imperfect actions is better than perfect hesitation. And every successful person you admire has a history filled with awkward first attempts, bad timing, rejection, mistakes, and uncertainty. And the difference is they move anyways. And one of the biggest reasons people ignore opportunities is because they underestimate the cost of inaction. They think doing nothing is safe, and it isn't. Doing nothing slowly drains your confidence because every ignored opportunity becomes evidence in your brain that you are not the type of person who acts. The more you delay, the more hesitation becomes your identity, and eventually you stop trusting yourself. You stop believing your own goals. You stop, taking your own ambition seriously because deep down, you rarely follow through. And that's dangerous because confidence is not built by thinking positive thoughts. Confidence is built by proving to yourself that when opportunities appear, you move. Even small actions matter. Sending one small email matters. Uploading one video matters. And learning one skill, it matters. Talking to one new person matters. Tiny actions create momentum, and momentum changes lives faster than motivation ever will. And most people also misunderstand what opportunity actually looks like. They think opportunity means guaranteed success, and it doesn't. Opportunity simply means a door exists. You still have to walk through it and do the work. And some doors lead nowhere, and some lead somewhere incredible. But if you never open any doors, your life stays exactly the same. Imagine someone who starts creating content online. Their first videos are awkward and nobody watches. Well, nobody watches me now. And they feel stupid. That's me every day. And most people quit right there because the opportunity did not immediately reward them. I'm not getting any rewards. But what they fail to realize is their opportunity often tests your patience before they reward your effort. And the people who succeed are usually the ones who stayed consistent long enough for the invisible progress to become visible. Another reason why people ignore opportunities is because they're addicted to comfort. Comfort feels good in the moment, but comfort is expensive over time. And every major improvement in life requires temporary discomfort. Learning a skill is uncomfortable. Going to the gym is uncomfortable. Oh man, am I sore. I'm 40. It's uncomfortable. And starting a business is uncomfortable. Networking is uncomfortable. Public speaking is uncomfortable. Look what I'm doing here. Investing money is uncomfortable. Moving to a new city is uncomfortable. Almost every opportunity worth talking forces you into uncertainty first. And that's the price of growth. The problem is modern life trains people to avoid discomfort at all costs. Endless entertainment scrolling, distraction, and convenience make it easy to stay passive. You can spend years consuming instead of creating without even noticing your life is drifting. Meanwhile, the people willing to tolerate discomfort pull forward ahead every year. They are not necessarily smarter than you. Matter of fact, they're probably not. They just act smarter. They act faster and longer. Fear also plays a massive role in ignored opportunities, too. People fear failure, rejection, judgment, embarrassment, and loss. But most fears become smaller once action begins. Your brain exaggerates uncertainty before you move because it's trying to protect you. The problem is your brain cannot tell the difference between dangerous risks and growth opportunities. To your brain, speaking in front of people can feel as threatening as physical danger. Applying for a new job can feel terrifying. Starting something new can trigger panic, but growth always lives in the other side of that resistance. Think about the moments in your life you are most proud of. Chances are they required courage at the beginning. Courage is not the absence of fear, courage is action despite fear. And the more often you act despite fear, the more resilient you become. And eventually you realize most opportunities are not nearly as scary as you imagined it made them seem. There are also a hidden truth about opportunities that many people never understand. Opportunities, they compound. One action creates another, and one connection leads to another. And, one skill unlocks another, and one risk changes your entire direction. The people who upload one video might meet a future business partner. The person who accepts one invitation might meet a mentor. The person who learns one software program might discover an entirely new career path. Life changes through change the decision, not one giant magical moment. And that's why ignoring small opportunities is dangerous. Small opportunities often become big opportunities later, and most successful people did not start with some massive breakthrough. They started with one tiny opening and maximized it. Another thing that destroys opportunity is ego, and some people refuse to start small businesses because they want immediate status. They think certain work is beneath them. They want success without apprenticeship. But opportunity often hides inside humble beginnings, and many wealthy entrepreneurs started doing boring work nobody wanted to do. Many successful creators made terrible content before becoming great, and many athletes sat on the bench before becoming stars. You know, pride causes people to reject stepping stones because the stepping stone does not look glamorous enough, but progress is usually ugly before it becomes impressive. You have to be willing to look and experience while learning. If not, you remain stuck, pretending instead of growing. There's also the issue of waiting for motivation. Motivation is unreliable. If you only act when you feel inspired, your progress will always be inconsistent. Discipline matters more because discipline allows you to move even when excitement disappears. And some opportunities only exist for a short time. If you wait until you feel perfectly ready, the moment passes. And that's why decisive people often win. They understand action creates clarity. You do not need to see the entire path before taking the first step. Most life reveals itself while moving. Imagine if every time an opportunity appeared, instead of asking, "What if I fail?" you ask, "What if this changes everything?" And that shift alone could completely alter your future because sometimes one decision really does change everything. One conversation, one application, one business idea, one leap of faith, one habit, one risk. People underestimate how quickly life can transform once momentum starts building in the right direction. But momentum only begins when you stop ignoring opportunities and start treating them like the rare gifts they are. The saddest thing in life is not failure. Failure teaches lessons, builds resilience, and creates the growth. The saddest thing is potential that never gets used. It's reaching old age, wondering what could have happened if you had just taken more chances. It's realizing fear quietly controlled your decisions for decades. Most regrets in life come with from inaction, not action, and people regret the business they never started more than the one that failed. They regret the words they never said more than the awkward conversations they survived. They regret staying stuck longer than they regret trying something difficult. So stop waiting for perfect timing because perfect timing does not exist. Stop assuming opportunities will always come back because many won't. Stop treating your goals like entertainment instead of responsibility. The world is full of people watching life happen instead of participating in it. Don't become one of them. Start saying yes to growth. Start saying yes to discomfort. Start saying yes to learning, trying, risking, building, failing, improving, and adapting. The future is hidden inside opportunities you keep avoiding today. Every day you hesitate, somebody else becomes more skilled, more experienced, more connected, and more confident because they were willing to act while you stayed stuck analyzing. And at some point, you had to decide whether you want comfort now or freedom later because you rarely get both at the same time. Your life changes the moment you stop viewing opportunities as interruptions and start viewing them as invitations. Invitations to growth, to evolve, to escape limitations, and to become someone stronger than the person you are today. And the crazy part is, most opportunities do not require genius, they require courage, consistency, and the willingness to begin before you feel ready. And that's it. So the next time life gives you an opening, stop talking yourself out of it. Stop inventing excuses. Stop waiting for confidence to magically appear. Confidence comes after action, not before it. Move first, learn along the way, adapt when necessary, but move, because opportunities ignored long enough eventually become regrets, and regrets are far heavier to carry than fear ever was. If you found value into this video, just subscribe. That's all I ask. I desperately need the subscriptions because YouTube says I need that to grow and stay on YouTube. So if you would, just subscribe. That's all I would need. And you know what? I just hope you have a good day. And if this channel can make it so it has a little bit of positivity in your life, I I hope you subscribe and just join our team. And I'd love to see you on the next one. Have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow.